So, have you ever wondered how real estate agents are actually generating leads from video? And I'm not talking about getting just a bunch of views from rapping on video or doing a bunch of memes where we make fun of our clients. I'm talking about real lead generation and real closings from video. Now, you may have even heard about a lot of agents using YouTube for their primary resource of growing their business. But where are all of those people learning the living in system, growing these massive channels and getting dozens, if not hundreds of reach outs every single month from their YouTube channel? One place and one place only. There's actually a live boot camp where 90% of these YouTube agents have gone to learn how to do it correctly. Now, me personally, I started it over 7 years ago now. I have traveled the country. I have started 13 YouTube channels myself personally in all different markets, and we are now over 700 homes closed. And you homie here, I haven't paid one penny on lead advertising, on ad generating, none of that stuff. We just do long form organic videos. Now, it took me a long time to figure this stuff out, but from what I'm going to show you in this video, we make it very simple. So, with that being said, the good news and the bad news of the situation, well, we like hearing bad news first. There hasn't been a boot camp in over 2 years. The good news, there's a new live boot camp, YouTube for Real Estate, coming up. So, all of these channels, from living in Dallas, Texas, living in Houston, Texas, living in Boise, Idaho, living in Phoenix, Arizona, living in anywhere, even in Canada, they have all come from this boot camp. Now, I'm going to show some statistics at the end that has come through this boot camp that you're not going to want to miss. But the good news is I'm also going to give you a QR code to scan and the link that you can hopefully get access to the boot camp if you are one of the first to sign up. So there is limited space. I do want you guys to understand that. So if you don't get in this time, if we have enough left over, we'll make sure that we do a second boot camp. That's how popular these have become. But what if one video a week could change your real estate business forever? Now, the only reason I say that is because currently I'm only shooting one video a week for my biggest YouTube channel. It's got nearly 60,000 subscribers, but more importantly, we're generating on average now 225 to 250 inbound leads of people begging to work with us every single month. But that's the top of the spectrum. I'm the one who created the entire system, and I'm involved in it every day. But that's what you get in these boot camps. Again, I'll show you statistics here in a little bit. But what if you were able to learn exactly what makes these videos that the algorithm actually loves, but more importantly, your clients love? Now, this is the thing. You may be seeing videos out there from real estate agents that go viral. I'm talking millions of views, but are they actually generating leads? Now, I've got a ton of those real estate agents in my actual elite coaching program right now, and I'll just be the spoiler. No, they don't get any leads from those. That can be very misleading. So you have to understand what videos clients actually want. Now, the problem is obviously the majority of agents are spending their time out cold calling, door knocking, chasing leads, right? That's what I did when I started. I didn't close anything, but those are all activities that you have to do every single day. And the second that you stop doing them, hey, your lead generating is over with, right? And let's just be honest, who wants to do that? So our proven living in system works 24/7. And if it's done correctly, generates 6.8 closings year one. On year two, it triples. It actually triples almost up to 18.3 homes sold from their YouTube channel organically, not paying a dime, 1 to 2 videos a week. That is actual data and statistics, which is beautiful. So what is this boot camp that everybody raves about, talks about? It's actually a 2-day live boot camp. So this is going to be a little bit different. We hate just giving out a course. We used to do this. You're going to get course access. We want you to go through it. But then what we found out was 97% of real estate agents who bought the course didn't even open it or go through it. And that hurt your boy's heart right here. So I knew what the hiccup was. People want to be walked through. They want to see how this stuff works. We're probably just a lot of visual learners, but we also want to hear it right out of the horse's mouth. And today, all we get is these BS courses that tell you how to go viral and get 1 million views. But how do you actually get closings? And hey, you, dude, you're the one traveling, creating this entire system and doing it yourself. How do you do it? So you actually get me live for 2 days, and you're going to watch me build out a brand new channel and show you exactly what I do. Now, I'm on YouTube channel number 13. So I've changed ways that have, a lot of things that have changed over the years. We show exactly what's working today. Now, with that being said, you probably see a lot of YouTube for real estate gurus out there. This is the actual boot camp they came through, but the bad news is they came through the boot camp 3 or 4 years ago, and everything has changed. Almost nothing is the same, and you will notice that their channels, their production, all of their numbers have completely nosedived. So we have even created YouTube 2.0. I don't want to confuse you in any way. This is more for agents who just want to get into YouTube, do it correctly from the start, not make any of those big mistakes, and actually get business. So the good news about this boot camp that hasn't happened in 2 years is you're going to get the most up-to-date information possible. So the reason that I put 90% better chance of success, you remember me saying 97% of agents opened up the course but didn't take it. So they needed me to actually hold their hand. So we see a 90% better chance of success. And what we did is we took every single agent that went through the boot camp, and then we took every agent that went through just the course alone, and 90% of the agents who went through the boot camp generated leads, was able to actually get their channel going and close deals. So obviously the proof is in the boot camp and the pudding. What you'll learn, so setting up your channel the right way, that's what we just talked about. You can set up your channel the wrong way, and I'm here to tell you, you will never, ever, ever get any views, subscribers, and most importantly, leads. So if you don't do it the right way, and you may already have a YouTube channel set up. Is it set up correctly? Are you putting listing videos? Are you uploading property tours? What are you putting to that channel? Are you doing YouTube shorts? All major killers to the YouTube algorithm. So we're going to make sure it's set up the correct way. All of your settings, all of your keyword research, all of your SEO, all of that stuff, right? And I will do it for you. Next, we're going to find the most highly converted keywords and high converting keywords. This is going to help you skip the guesswork. You ever wondered, what videos should I shoot? What should these titles be? Guys, I have shot probably 2,500 to 5,000. That's a huge gap right there, but thousands and thousands and thousands of videos. I know keyword research, and I know what titles just work. I'm here to tell you right now, I even started a new channel just 3 to 4 months ago. So I am at the very beginning too, using the keywords that work today. Not only the keywords, but what titles work when there is actually more competition out there now because of me teaching so many realtors to do it. So if you want to know exactly what videos work, that's what we'll be teaching as well. Shoot and edit. So you don't have to edit. You can hire that out. We will actually talk about our hiring process and how we hand off our videos to editors. But for the most part, a lot of people can just shoot these videos, edit them themselves, and get all of that out within a day. It's no problem. That's how I started. That's how many of our students start. But regardless, you got to learn how to shoot those videos correctly. I will give you multiple different examples. If you're somebody who doesn't like to go out in the public and have a camera in your face and everybody's looking at you, don't worry, I got you. If you're somebody who hates sitting in the studio and that camera smashing in your face, don't worry, I got you. You got about this much space right there, because that's how when I started, I had my baby's crib right at my feet. I had about a room that was about 8 by 8. I had no room. I threw a green screen behind me, and we ripped. I made some killer videos. We sold a lot of homes. I don't care what your excuse is. I can help you get over your video fears, and we will make sure it happens. Oh, and did I say don't buy too much Shito? This is probably one of the biggest problems that most of my students have, is when I talk to them, they buy the course, they go through the boot camp, and if they don't have success, they schedule another call with me and they go, I just couldn't do this and that and that, and I couldn't figure out my cameras. And I look behind them, and they have boxes after boxes after boxes of equipment. And we don't like that. The more equipment you have, the more stuff you have, the more Shito you have, the less likely you are to get going. So we can teach you to just use your phone, what works best, all of those things. You need to just start getting videos out. That's the most important. So if you really want to know exactly what works, and we don't teach that you have to have all this fancy equipment. That's the beautiful part about it. Next up, this is what got huge success. And when you see a lot of the gurus out there teaching it, this is where they came through. So if you want to know how they were able to grow such successful channels, repackage it, and sell it like they created it, it was due to the VIP channel audit. because they actually got me and my business partner, Jesse, where we go through your channel. I'm talking through your videos. We look at engagement. How are they engaging with the video? If you ain't getting no engagement in the videos, nobody's going to watch it, right? YouTube algorithm's not going to continue to recommend it out there to browse and suggested features. We need to know the watch time. You got to get that watch time through the roof. So we have a lot of tactics that we use in our videos to increase watch time. Again, these are all strong algorithm indicators for YouTube. We also, my favorite thing in the world, retention graphs. I love data. I know YouTube channels better than any human on planet Earth when it comes to YouTube for real estate, and there is nobody close. And it's all because of this information. Last but not least, click-through rates. If they ain't clicking, they ain't watching. So you got to make sure that all of these are getting set up. So the more content, the more videos you shoot, you schedule a private VIP channel audit. We will give a few agents access to that. That's how we can really monitor what you're doing, what's not working, what is working, and we 10x it out of there. That's actually where the majority of our elite coaching students are having the most success, because we're doing that on a weekly basis. Let's build your channel. Let's build your business. That's it. YouTube lead generation made simple. And if you want, you can scan this QR code real quick. I'm actually going to move myself real quick. Let's see if I can get out of your way over there, and you can scan that. Now I'm also going to put it in the description and the pinned comment. So go ahead, scan that QR or click the link, see if there is enough space on this boot camp. If not, what we're going to do is everybody who signed up who didn't make it, we're going to make a second one, maybe a half a year down the road or so, 6 months, 9 months. But so if you really want to get into this, I would scan that now. I would click the link and make sure that, and you'll actually book a strategy call too, because that's the last thing. We're not going to accept everybody. We don't want people who are unsure. I might do this, I might not. It kills the vibe. We only want people who are going to do this. That's how we have the most success. After the boot camp, there's a lot of mingling together where you're going to start scheduling calls with other agents that were in the boot camp and have that kind of camaraderie and people who keep you going. So we only want the best of the best, people who actually put in the work. And that doesn't mean that you have to have YouTube channels and know how to shoot videos. You just have to show us and prove to us that you're going to put in the work. So with that being said, one more chance to scan that, or you can look in the pinned comment or down in the description. If for some reason you can't figure any of that out right now, pause the video, do what you got to do. info@jacksonwilkie.com is my direct email address, and I will get this link to you. I don't care how you have to do it. Scan the QR code, go in the description, look in the pinned comment, or email your boy info@jacksonwilkie.com. That's WILKEY. Homies, if you ain't in this one, you just ain't gonna be successful. No, I'm just kidding. I got the greatest YouTube channel in the world right here teaching it. But if you want to be like the other 90% who had the most success, rapid growth, the boot camp is where it's at, homies. I can't wait to see who makes the cut and who's going to be there. We'll catch you next time.